You're a strong one, sir. It must be something special to convince you to return. Although, if I had a Goomba that cute waiting for me at a dock, I might return too. Well, whatever you're doing, be careful. Goodbye, sir. Long time no see, Mario. I'm totally glad I got to see you again. This is awesome. Everyone's ready. We heard you were coming, so we've been waiting for you here. So, are you ready to go? Whenever you want to go, we are so there with you. Oh, wherever. Hey guys, Double here, and welcome to the after game of Paper Mario: The 1000-Year Door. I never talked to this guy, did I? Ah, Mario, it's me, Lumpy. Don't you remember? I went to Dry Desert to drill for oil. Ring a bell? I did it! I totally struck oil! There were times that I was covered in dust, weak, and ready to give up, but I never lost sight of the dream, and one day I finally seized it. And you believed in me all this time, Mario. You sure did. Thank you so much. I want to return your loan with a little more, just to show my appreciation. Please take this. So, you received 3 times whatever you donated. So if you donate 300, you'll get 900. I think it's a choice between 100, 200, and 300. Can't quite remember, though. Anyway, oh shit. Well, why am I not fully healed? Let's just go to the end. Let's bring a dead party member. Can't remember if I get fully healed, or if, like, all my party members get fully healed. Yeah, it's Luigi. Actually, something I'd like to quickly do. And then, actually, nah, well, we're here now. Let's talk to Luigi. Because as I said, I'm gonna do all the stories. Let's just see if that heals all party members. Oh, it does. Cool. Anyway. Yes, I'll be rereading Chapter 1. Been catching a breather here, you know? Reflecting back... You know what? I cannot do that voice. Reflecting back on all my adventures. It's been a long road, bro. Want to hear what happened? It's a pretty long story. Hey, sounds good to me. Which part of my story do you want to hear, bro? Well, like I said, it's a really long story, but here it goes. My brother, that's you, bro, got a letter from Princess Peach and took off. Left behind as usual, I was cooking a snack at home when another letter arrived. We don't get so much mail, so I was thinking, huh? But this is what the letter said. Sirs, my name is Creepy. I am a cabinet minister of the far-off Waffle Kingdom. Our land has been attacked by the Chestnut King, who took our Princess Eclair. I asked, nay, beg for your assistance. The Waffle Kingdom needs your skills. Seems legit. I humbly request your prompt response, sirs. Sincerely, Creepy. All I need is your credit card information, your mother's birth date. Well, I don't remember it exactly, but I think it went something like that. With Mario, that's you, bro, gone, it fell to me to answer this plea. Hesitating only a teeny bit, I headed to the Waffle Kingdom to investigate. Oh no, first I wrote a note to myself about what I was cooking, then I left. Once I reached the Waffle Kingdom, I met Minister Creepy, who filled me in. The Chestnut King had kidnapped Princess Eclair and vanished. Apparently, though, some oracle said that the marvelous compass could locate her. This marvelous compass had been broken into 7 parts by an ancient curse, and those parts had been scattered across the land. Can you believe it, bro? Each part of the marvelous compass was said to point to the next. Gee, this doesn't sound familiar. And since one of the parts was embedded in a tiara worn by the princess, I surmised that once I'd collected all the parts, I'd find her. Smart, huh? The minister gave me the compass base spoken of in the Waffle Fables. When it activated, the entire thing lit right up, indicating the deep south. It was pointing me towards Rumble Bump Volcano on the Pudding Continent. So yeah, here I am. I'm sailing out of Rogueport for Rumble Bump Volcano. It's probably going to be pretty dangerous, but I gotta rescue the princess. Well, like I said, it's a really long story, but here it goes. As soon as my ship docked on the Pudding Continent, I set out for the volcano. To reach my destination, I spent several days fording through the dense jungle. Scary beasts were all over. More than once I thought I was done for, bro. I may have screamed a bit to scare them off, you know, but as fate would have it, a blooper named Bluey heard me shrieking and found me in this one town. Bluey was on a journey of his own, but he joined me after hearing my tale. Now Bluey's a madman. Back in hometown they call him the White Torpedo. Yeah, he's a tough guy. Anyway, he helped me fight Rumplebum Volcano. This place was all about the bubbling lava pools, the heat that makes the sun sweat, and the place was lousy with evil traps designed to protect the compass piece. The scariest one of all, this gigantic 100-foot statue that stomped around. Now, the weakness of this giant statue, bro, was a red gem on his forehead. Now I can jump high, but not high enough to reach this thing by a long shot. So I came up with this plan for Bluey to hit its weak spot. All you, man, I said. I waited for a pause in the statue's movement and huckled Bluey up there. And bullseye, the White Torpedo saved the day. That jewel got whacked. It was a critical hit, and the stone statue toppled and crumbled into pieces. Once that was done, it was an easy stroll to the room where the treasure was. Unfortunately, Princess Eclair was nowhere to be found. But I got another piece of the marvelous compass and put it in the base. Now the compass pointed west to Plump Belly Village, on the Strudel continent. I set sails once again and came back here to report to recharge. That's what happened to me lately, but I'll be heading back out soon. Yeah, I probably should have done these when they appeared, because he's talking about his party members, which would be good to talk to and shit. Well, like I said, it's a really long story, but here goes. Once we made landfall on the Strudel continent, we made for Plump Belly Village. Once we got there, though, we immediately noticed that something was wrong. We learned from the mayor of the that the town was ruled by a giant snake named Hizza. He said his own daughter was going to be offered up as a sacrifice to this beast, too. So, wait, who's sacrificing her? So, of course, being heroic, I offered myself up to go on her steed. Brave, huh? Now, the custom was for the sacrifices to be dressed as brides, so I got all doled up. I was one hot sacrifice, bro. I looked so good, I fooled our foes and got it into Hizza's lair. It was kind of rough fighting in that gown, but I managed chiffin really chafes, bro. Wait, a bride with a mustache? I finally found Hizza, and the snake had a second head on its tail. Talk about scary. I fainted real quick, but when I came to, I managed to distract both heads. I reared up, fangs bared to attack, and at that moment, I deftly lunged left. His gaping mouths smashed into one another and vanished into a cloud of smoke. And a shining plate fell down on the spot where Hiz's body had been coiled. Yes, another compass piece. I set it in and it pointed east to Circuit Break Island. Just as I was about to leave the town, the mayor asked me to stay and marry his daughter. I thought about it, she was sort of cute, but we ended up sneaking off the next morning. I mean, I still have to save Princess Eclair from the Chestnut King. And when the marvelous compass activated this time, I heard someone's voice. It was so beautiful, bro. I'm certain it was Princess Eclair's voice. My heart began to race, and that's when I realized that Princess Eclair, I kind of zoned out there. Yeah, so we set sail again after ditching town. And somehow we managed to get back here to Rogueport, and here I am. Well, like I said, it's a long story, but here goes. Just as our boat arrived to Circuit Break Island, we heard this incredible racket. We soon found out that they hold kart races almost every day on the island. Whoever takes first place on the race gets to rule the island as a king for the day. So do they have an actual king? Or just, yeah, you can be a king today and you tomorrow. Just as we got to the racetrack, they were holding the awards ceremony. I couldn't believe my eyes. Right there on the trophy they gave to the winner. It was another piece of the marvelous compass. I almost passed dead away. I said right then and there the only thing to do was to enter the next race. I mean, I've driven in kart races before, so I thought I'd be okay. Boy, was I wrong. Yeah, Double Dash was out yet, so he was in Super Mario Kart, Mario Kart 64, Double Dash, and I think Super Circuit? Can't remember if Super Circuit was out. So that's 4. I don't know when the arcades were. The karts were supercharged machines that could send you airborne with their exhaust. These vehicles were armed with missiles and bazookas. It was anything goes, bro. Of Of course, I wanted to get right out of there pronto. The drivers were crazed. Wait, what's with Mario RPGs and bazookas? But I worked up my courage and signed up anyway. And my race day finally came. Got one of the best carts, the big green 01. It took my position at the start line, and the light went green. I stomped the accelerator, and something bad happened. I was in reverse. The big green 01 went rocketing backwards with me yelling. I crashed into the wall behind me, hard enough to cut me off mid-scream. In one fell swoop, I dropped into last place and wrecked my racing machine. It wasn't all bad news. All the other carts crashed because of my maneuver. And once I got in gear and took off, I was the only car left. I won by a country mile, bro. I took the piece off my trophy and added it to the marvelous compass. The compass came to life and pointed me towards Jazzafraz Town in the east. Weren't you already in the east? Then I heard that voice. Princess Claire's voice echoed in my ears again. Oh, my princess, random words would form poetry if spoken by your voice. I would most definitely save you. Just wait for me, Princess Eclair. Oh, sorry about that, bro. So after that, we got back on my boat and came back here to Rogueport, and that's what's been up with me. Kind of want to know, because the, Rumblebump Volcano is the only one so far that he's actually mentioned the party member that was with him, so yeah, I'm really wishing I actually bothered to talk when the party members were there. Well, like I said, as soon as we hit Jazzafraz Town, we were overcome by the glitz and glamour. Glitzville? It's a very lively place, bro. Tons of daisies live there, and they're always smiling. While looking for the piece of the compass, I met a hip daisy named Hazy. Okay, this is a part, I think. Hazy was a producer, and he was looking for actors to go on stage with him. I told him we couldn't, since we were looking for the compass part, you know. But Hazy said we could win the compass part in the upcoming Drama Slam. What's with, all these things just giving away the compass? He said the so-called drama plaque might in fact be one of the parts. Well, we just had to give it a try, so we rehearsed with the cast and hit the stage. The musical was called The Mystery of the Fiery Hat of Social Awareness. The script was great, but I got really hosed, bro. My role, my part, was grass. I played grass by the side of the road. Grass, bro, grass! I just sprawled out on the ground and had to be silent. Everyone but me had lines. Wait, how's a human play grass? I don't care if I was wearing green. Who cast someone based on that? It was awful. In the end, our musical was the talk of the town, and since we won the Drama Slam, I got the compass part I was after, but even that didn't make me very happy. The huge after party just bummed me out more, so I snuck out the back door. But wow, outside there were a ton of fans. My fans, fans of grass. They swarmed me. Who the fuck? I just couldn't believe it. Imagine cheering for grass. I was ecstatic, bro. After that, I added the piece to the marvelous compass, which pointed north. It pointed to Rapturous ruins in the Grimmel Forest. Then, the voice again. Oh, my cherished Princess Eclair, how you soothe me. I would be grass for you. I will find you. I will reach you. I will stand by your side and be your Luigi. Wow, sorry about that, bro. So yeah, anyway, then I got back on my boat. I came back to Rogueport, and here I am. Another leg of my adventure completed. Da-da-da. After journeying deep into Grimble Forest, I found the doomed Rapturous ruins. Wait, how did we get away from food? Inside it, everything was pure white. You couldn't tell where the floor became the walls. Proceeding dead ahead, I found myself in a chamber where a young boy sat. As I approached the boy, someone named Screamy appeared out of nowhere. Screamy said the boy's name was Cranberry, back to foods, and that he'd wake for a child of fate. That didn't make any sense to me, so I started searching quietly for a compass piece. But then it happened, bro. I got a tiny tickle in my nose and let out a huge sneeze. Well, Cranberry must have heard it, because he opened his eyes right up. He looked at me and smiled, and all of a sudden I could understand his language. Can you believe it? I learned that the boy was the last of an ancient race, the Luffs. He had been there guarding the marvelous compass piece for the last 1,000 years. 1,000 years! He told me that the compass is an item with the power to see into the future. The ancient Luff Empire used the power of the compass to rule much of the world. Because of their greed, they were cursed by the compass and their empire collapsed. To prevent a repeat of their fate, Cranberry broke the compass into several parts. He had 6 and kept 1, putting himself to sleep until a worthy hero woke him. I was that hero, bro. Gave it to me, and then the ruins vanished. Or he and the ruins vanished. So, apparently he just needed to sneeze, and that was good enough for him. When I added that piece of the compass, it pointed to the far north, where dreaded Hate Song Towers stands. This time I heard Princess Eclair's voice more clearly than ever before. I will rescue the princess. I will be super, and then I'll figure the rest out later. But you've already done it! I headed back here to Rogueport after that. I'm making my final preparations for my final battle now. I'm a little nervous, bro, but that's what I've been up to anyway. Well, like I said, it's a really long story, and this part is just crazy, but here goes. Heat Song Tower stands atop a jagged, unclimbable cliff beyond the northernmost sea. The winds whistle down the cliff, howling like banshees, singing songs of hate. People say it's pretty much the scariest place in the world, and I had to go there. Blocking out the bone-chilling howls, I somehow managed to reach the tower's door. I was terrified, but the thoughts of Princess Eclair warmed my heart and gave me power. All of my companions felt the same way. They were with me to the bitter end. The door to the tower swung slowly open to reveal an inconceivable darkness. I tried to call out Princess Eclair's name, but couldn't even breathe because, as I strained my eyes in the darkness, I saw the most terrifying beast of all. The Chestnut King himself appeared before me. He was monstrous and drooling. Puddles of toxic goo dripped from his mouth, melting the very ground at our feet. I'm sure they could have picked a better food name than Chestnut. I couldn't stop shaking, but I gritted my teeth and faced the evil beast dead on. I dodged the king's fangs, I jumped onto his chest and gave him a hammer whack. My swing split the air and crashed dead center onto the Chestnut King's skull. Hope powered me up, bro. I was going toe-to-toe with the king, and I was loving it. This is it, I thought. I can win this. I'll risk it all on my next blow. I gripped my hammer tight and waited for my moment. The tension stunned me. Schwack! The ocean raged against the tower windows. With the sound as my call to battle, I advanced with mercy in my heart. No mercy in my heart. And then... I beat him. I defeated the Chestnut King. An even worse beast came next. A nightmare thing, but I beat it too. Even worse. Doesn't get a description. I rescued Princess Eclair. It was all over. And then I came back to Rogueport and had a late lunch, and that's about it. Huh? You think there's more to the story than that? He's asleep. No, not at all. That's the whole story of the quest for Princess Eclair. There. But my adventures won't here, bro. They'll never end. How'd Mario respond? Actually, know what? This guy kind of actually novelized my quest. He's been interviewing me. He was actually interviewing me here at the inn during my breaks from my adventure. I didn't think anyone would be interested in reading a book about Luigi, but Super Luigi came out recently. Check this out, bro. Here in Rogueport. It's set a new record for consecutive weeks at #1 in the bestseller list. Oh ho ho ho! Hooray for Luigi, bro! I started reading it the other day, but it's an encyclopedia account in multiple volumes. Excruciating detail, bro. It's like a history book, but it seemed like one anyway. They've got it in the shop in Rogueport. How about you snag a copy, bro? If you want to hear what I've been up to, just come find me, okay? I'll be around. What a dick. Doesn't even give a free copy to his brother. I'll have to go buy that now. Jump, jump, jump! Yay, 64 coins! Now, I'm pretty sure it's just the... Oh, no it's not. I could have sworn it was just the Luigi stores except anywhere you wanted. But apparently not. So, I'll be right back because there's something I want to show. I don't really know where I could squeeze it in, so now is a good time. The video's dragging on, but who really cares? Okay, so if you come to Poshley Heights and go over here... It is you, isn't it, Mario? It's been quite a while, hasn't it? I've come here with Bootler. Yes, a little vacation to Poshley Sanctum. I hadn't left the mansion in ages. I figured it was time to turn some heads on the road. Gee-ha! But what a nice surprise to see you. Feel free to be overwhelmed by my beauty. Lady Bow, your beauty is like the song of a nightingale in the evening. Indeed, I feel you've grown into a fine young girl who'd make your ancestors proud. So yes, this is Lady Bow. I believe she's the 4th party member of Paper Mario 1. And Bootler, her butler. Let's see, there was Goombario, the Koopa guy, Bombette. Yeah, Lady Bow. Okay, so she is. Yeah, sorry for not knowing Paper Mario. I really didn't actually like the first one. Maybe I'll go back and try replaying it and see if I enjoy it more. But anyway, that is all for today. Next time, I don't know what I'll do. I guess random after game stuff. See you guys then.